welcome to this episode of the Future Hospitality Summit podcast. And on this particular episode, I'm delighted to have Amir Swilam, who is the Business Development Director for Construction Products Holding Company, CPC. Welcome, Amir. Salam alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam. It's my pleasure, Jonathan, to be with you today and looking forward to have an interesting conversation.
Great to have you on board, and delighted to have you as one of our sponsors at this year's event in 2 weeks' time. First time you've been a sponsor with us, and I'm looking forward to learning more about CPC, both on this podcast, of course, and meeting you in 2 weeks' time. But I know that CPC was founded in 2005, one of the leading manufacturers of construction and building materials in Saudi, and involved in many of the giga projects and hospitality projects in the country. Tell us a little bit more about CPC and how you were involved in the transformation of tourism and the hospitality industry in the kingdom.
Well, CPC is a leading industrial group with 9 subsidiaries and 2 industrial complexes in Riyadh, in Jeddah and Riyadh. We are specialized in building material with the biggest capacity in Saudi Arabia to cater for all needs from supply to apply. CPC has been in the market, on Saudi market, for more than 17 years with a unique positioning due to its ownership by a national champion, which is Bin Laden International Holding Group. We do control the market supply chain, mainly in marble, granite, aluminum, precast, and also ready-mix concrete. Since we do own the extensive machinery and skills, many of which custom-made for our projects. We are involved in most prestigious projects in the kingdom, and alhamdulillah, we do satisfy our multinational clients.
Well, I can only imagine, Amir, that you're incredibly busy at the moment with the transformation of the industry. And we're so pleased to have you as part of Future Hospitality Summit. But, why did you give the listeners a clue as to why you're participating in this conference and who you're looking forward to meeting?
And whom is not excited to participate in Future Hospitality Summit, especially with the kingdom's direction to strengthen its position as a global tourist destination. We are looking to explore future partners, whether they are developers or project owners, in addition to observe new trends, new technologies in hospitality sectors.
Okay. No, that's clear. And I'm hoping we can assist and facilitate some of those meetings for you as well. So sure. Tell us, what's the difference between CPC and some of your competitors?
Thank you, Jonathan, for this question. And I will reply to you from 2 different perspectives. The first perspective, which I think CPC has no competition in the region, as we are dealing with our strategic clients. This perspective, I like to call it, CPC is your one-stop shop for construction products. It depends on CPC is a unique industrial group that contains many factories with massive production capacities, which covers a large area of construction products and various contracting activities, in addition to technical offices, expert engineers, professional manpower, as well as our supply chain and logistics. Let me give you a small example, Jonathan, of CPC capabilities. We have marble and granite company. Have one of the largest factory in the world with annual production capacity 360,000 square meter annually. Bremco precast with 3 precast factories. United Arab Aluminium with a very advanced aluminium and glass factories, producing variable range of products from windows frame and shutter to frameless structural glazing. Also, we have Sakodiko. Sakodiko specializes in interior and exterior finishing and own its factories such as wood factory, JRC, and Arabic gypsum factory, furniture factory, wardrobes and curtain, and also steel factory. From this perspective, as I mentioned before, I don't think there is a rival industrial group with the same productive and diverse capacity in the region. The second perspective, Jonathan, is about each of our companies individually. And of course, we have competition and we have very strong competition in some sectors. But the group companies are characterized by the fact that they are not just service provider, but we treat our customer as a partners. So sometimes we interfere with them in design, in pricing, tender stage. We interfere with our engineering experience and strong technical offices. We have also cost control, project management team, which is a service that we always provide to the projects where two or more of our companies are working to assure full coordination between our subsidiaries or our companies and the client as a one entity. Also, being a part of large group gives our subsidiary an advantage in availability of supply chain and logistics capacity, which enable us to provide excellent service, maintain our quality standard at competitive prices.
Right, and it's quite the conglomerate that you have, and of course you can pricing as a result of your size as well in the supply chain for clients. I mean, we're all talking about the whole new construction technologies at the moment, sustainability, etc. So tell us how you are changing as a business and your new construction technology that I can only assume that you're undertaking at the moment as a business.
Well, offsite construction is the future of construction. Let's agree on this point with high sustainable efficiency. It covers many advantages such as time efficiency with less energy consumption and high cost control techniques, in addition to waste reduction and enhancing the recycling process, which makes our project sites more eco-friendly. CPC are pioneers in offsite construction by supplying around 12,000 concrete toilet spots to the clock tower in Makkah between 2004 and 2009. Also, we developed our own precast modules for several housing projects in Saudi Arabia that exceeds the 7 floors barrier of precast construction. Moreover, we developed our special lightweight toilets along with all required finishing activities, which is already executed in several hotels. These toilets we already executed completely in-house in our industrial cities, full finishing activities, structure, it's all in-house.
And the new materials that you're beginning to use and versus using standard concrete, because I know you've got your big concrete business as well. What are the new materials that you're using?
Jonathan, let's agree that concrete is still a major player in the construction industry, at least for the time being, due to its durability, strength, fire retardancy, and weight bearing. But to answer your question, let me tell you that our R&D units are working to develop concrete alternatives, especially in polymers and composites.
Are you beginning to use wood as well?
Wood structure is still under review by our engineers, and its visibility, especially with the latest development in building codes within the region.
Okay, thank you, Amir, for telling us a little bit about sustainable technologies and how you're progressing as a company. How interested is the hotel industry in terms of what you're doing?
Okay, with all the promising figures about hospitality sector in Saudi Arabia and its contribution of 10% of global GDP, a total of 150,000 rooms will be built over the coming 3 years. And 115 billion Saudi Riyal worth of investment to develop the infrastructure and increase the amount of available hotel rooms to reach 500,000 rooms in 2030 to achieve the country's target of 100 million visitors by the same year. Therefore, we look forward into being an active player in this esteemed development.
Amir, thank you for that, and how interesting in terms of what you're doing as a business with the emerging technologies that are coming through at the moment, and how you're embracing that. So many congratulations to you and your company for doing that, and no doubt that during the next 8-10 years, with the 2030 plans for the number of hotels to be developed in the kingdom, you're going to be certainly an extremely busy man, and we very much look forward to being part of that journey with you and introducing you to our clients at FHS. So on behalf of the Future Hospitality Summit, Amir, thank you for joining us today on this podcast, and look forward to meeting you in 2 weeks' time and learning more about CPC and what you're up to.
Thank you, Jonathan, and looking forward to meeting you in the summit.
Great. Thank you so much, Amir.